Chairman. Secretary Austin, thank you for being here today. There's no denying the situation regarding your health was not handled perfectly, and you've acknowledged that. That being said, to my knowledge, no laws were broken. There was no lapse in your ability to carry out your duties as Deputy Secretary Hicks was transferred authority in a timely manner. And it does remind me of when Democrats were in charge in October 2020, when then President Trump was telling the American people, downplaying COVID, telling the American people not to take the vaccination, telling the American people not to take certain treatments, but rather maybe Clorox or something, some things like that. And then lo and behold, he got really ill and was taken to Walter Reed. Democrats didn't have a hearing to talk about how serious it really was that got to take him to Walter Reed and what that meant as commander-in-chief for our country. So I just point that little example, how we didn't have a hearing about that because we felt, as important as it was, there were other systems in place. And while the situation could have been handled better, hindsight is 2020. You have taken accountability, apologized, and worked to make recommendations to ensure something like this doesn't happen again. As far as I am concerned, as a veteran myself, there's nothing else to be said on this matter. I'm satisfied with how you've addressed mistakes made. Since I have a couple more minutes, I'd also think that I'd like to ask a few questions on the issues that are actually pressing. Can you speak to how continuing resolutions affect our national security and readiness?
Sorry, they cause us to lose time and money. And again, we work hard to link our budget requests to the strategy, and without you know, full appropriations, we can't fully execute our strategy. And so this will cost us probably, if it's a full year continuing resolution, it'll cost us somewhere in the neighborhood of a $25 billion cut overall. And that's, that doesn't allow us in some cases to fund critical programs and resource weapon systems and munitions that are critical to not only Ukraine and to replace the things that we're providing to Ukrainians and the Israelis, but also allow us to build up our stocks for contingencies going forward. So it is a serious thing that I think that hampers our ability to execute our strategy. So.
Thank you. I think every member on this committee is well aware of the threats we are facing globally, from Russia's illegal invasion of Ukraine to terrorist attacks against our ally Israel. As we start writing this year's NDAA, in your opinion, what do you think should be the committee's top 2 or 3 priorities?
Well, you'll always hear me say that in terms of what we are focused on, China's our pacing challenge, Russia's an acute threat, and you know we really have to pay attention.
Gentleman's time's expired. Chair now recognizes